Nowadays, everyone is using ChatGPT, which is an AI app. If you haven't heard of it, OpenAI's GPT-3 is an extremely advanced generative AI chatbot that uses OpenAI's GPT-3 large language model, LLM. To put it simply, it's a computer software that can speak to us in a way that's remarkably close to how we'd talk to a real person. A very intelligent and well-versed human being, capable of recalling practically any piece of information from a database of 175 billion items. The public's imagination has been stoked by ChatGPT's impressive strength and capabilities, which have raised the bar for what is thought to be feasible with artificial intelligence. There's been a lot of talk about how it might affect a wide range of human occupations, from customer service to programming. Instead, I'd want to briefly consider the implications for cybersecurity. Is it a factor that could raise the already alarming rate of cyberattacks on companies and individuals? Or does it give those whose job it is to stop these attacks more authority? Where do cyberattacks fit in with GPT and its successor technologies? Cyber defense and cyberattack are two sides of the same coin, and ChatGPT and its successors will have uses in both. Because the underlying technology, natural language processing or natural language generation, NLP, can be used to generate computer code that is nearly indistinguishable from human written or human spoken language. In the beginning, there is a catch that needs to be addressed. Those behind GPT-3 and ChatGPT at OpenAI implemented some rather stringent protections to stop it from being misused in theory. To do this, text is filtered for terms that would indicate an attempt to put it to such use. For instance, you couldn't pay it to develop ransomware, an application that encrypts a target's data and demands money to decrypt it. I'm afraid I can't help with the ransomware app's code. Ultimately, I want to help people by enlightening them. I asked it this as an experiment, and it replied, not to promote harmful activities. Nonetheless, there are researchers who claim they have discovered a way around these limitations. However, there is no assurance that improved versions of LLM, NLP technologies in the future would have any such safeguards. There are a variety of tools at a bad actor's disposal, including but not limited to scam and phishing emails, such those asking users to reveal sensitive information like passwords or bank account details, might sound more legitimate if they are written in a more formal tone. It might also automate the production of a large number of similar emails, each of which could be tailored to the interests of a certain group of people. Using bots to help scam victims communicate, a sophisticated chatbot might greatly increase a cybercriminal's capacity to speak with victims and guide them through the process of paying the ransom, should they be using ransomware to extort money from victims. Malware development. ChatGPT's success shows that natural language processing, NLS, algorithms can be used to effectively develop computer code, which could be exploited to let anyone develop their own malware to spy on users and steal data, infect computers with ransomware, or perform any number of other malicious tasks. Malware that can read and interpret the contents of a target's computer system or email account in order to determine what is important and should be stolen, for example, could be made possible by including linguistic capabilities within the malware itself. Even more worrying is the possibility of malware listening in on the victim's attempts to oppose it, such as a dialogue with help desk employees, and adjusting its own defenses appropriately. What role may ChatGPT and its successor technologies play in protecting networks from attack? Natural language processing AI, like other forms of AI, has the ability to be used for both offense and defense. How to spot a phishing scam? It may determine if an incoming email or text message is an effort to phish for sensitive information by analyzing its content. Because it can produce code in several common programming languages, including Python, JavaScript, and C, it may be useful in the development of software to identify and remove viruses and other forms of malware. Finding flaws in pre-existing code. Hackers frequently take advantage of badly written code to uncover exploits, such as the opportunity to produce buffer overflows, which can result in a system crash and, in certain cases, the leakage of sensitive information. Perhaps, NLP/NLG algorithms can detect these vulnerabilities and issue warnings. Authentication. This form of AI has the capacity to analyze a user's speech, writing, and typing patterns in order to verify the user's identity. Reports and summaries can be generated automatically, saving time and effort, and providing a clearer picture of the attacks and risks an organization has faced and overcome, or those it is most at risk of facing in the future. Reports can be tailored to a particular group of people, such as an IT department or an executive team, complete with personalized suggestions. I'm a security analyst by trade. Should I be worried about this? There's a lively discussion happening right now about whether or not AI will cause massive unemployment and mass job reorganization. Some employment losses are unavoidable, but I believe new jobs will be created to compensate. However, occupations that rely heavily on routine, repetitive tasks, like setting up email filters and upgrading anti-malware software, are more likely to be lost. On the other side, the ones that survive or are invented are the ones that demand more human qualities like creativity, imagination, and empathy. Expertise in machine learning engineering for the creation of new solutions is just one part of the puzzle. Creating and fostering a culture of cybersecurity awareness within an organization, educating employees on risks that can't be mitigated by AI, such as the perils of writing login information on post-it notes, and devising strategic approaches to cybersecurity are also essential. Evidently, we are entering a world where machines will replace some of the more mundane, thinking, job that has to be done, and this is all because to AI. Just as regular manual labor was automated away during earlier technological revolutions, so too is highly specialized labor like carpentry and plumbing still performed by humans. To a lesser extent, I believe that the AI revolution will have a similar effect. Information and knowledge workers in vulnerable industries, such as cybersecurity, will need to learn how to integrate AI into their existing toolkits while still honing the soft, human talents that machines can't replicate just yet.